In the tunnel.
In the tunnel.
In the tunnel. You're listening to In the Tunnel.
Hello and welcome to In the Tunnel, episode number 116. Almost forgot the episode number again.
It's all right. You've been doing a great job of remembering it better than I can ever hope to. So
So we're in the round of 16 for our bracket. So you can see today we have just all 8 matchups listed out. We have Cal State Fullerton Monmouth, Canisius New Mexico, Akron and Pepperdine, Vermont and Ryder, George Mason and Buffalo are front runner, if you ask us, I guess.
yeah,
Notre Dame and
absolutely.
Hampton, UTSA, Oklahoma State, and UIC and Tulsa as our matchups today.
Yeah. So I mean, we go down to the round of 8 today. Um, March Madness in reality has come and passed.
Yep.
Um, we do not have any Final Four teams or anything like that. To be able to brag about with the wheel. I don't know. I think maybe we had one, didn't we had like James Madison, I think maybe win one game then out. I think that
Yeah,
might
we
be the
had one
closest
team
that we're gonna
go
get.
win one and out. Yep.
Um, so I mean, the wheel is never as accurate as real life, but that's what happens when you allow things to go by random chance.
Hmm.
Um, but it's more fun this way in the sense of it just can be wildly entertaining. It probably hasn't been the most entertaining that it could be this year. Um, the downside is the wheel. The process of using a wheel when you do not have pure context on all 360 basketball teams is you take everything by the paper,
Hmm.
and there's less talking points, I feel like. So these episodes are short. We will have other episodes where we kind of wrap in other topics and kind of segue back into normal episodes soon. Probably starting with the next one,
Yep.
but for now, we focus entirely on the wheel
Yeah. So let's start straight off with Cal State, Fullerton, and yeah,
in Monmouth.
Monmouth. One of our two New Jersey teams that are still existing.
So disgusting.
So yeah, lower seed wins this time, so that's Monmouth.
Yeah. And so Monmouth it is. Cal State Fullerton, who was 14 and 18 overall, um, is going to lose to Monmouth, who is 18 and 15 overall, and representing the CAA.
Yeah.
So New Jersey stays alive because why would you do one coast when you could do the other?
Yeah, I mean, no offense, but we had three New Jersey teams. I don't think any of us expected any of them to make it this far, even with the wheel.
Nope.
Yeah. So
Actively tried not to.
on to Canisius and New Mexico. I can.
Right. And also I realize on the wheel, like I did not differentiate the higher seeds being like on the wheel, we had the Monmouth and CSU on the same slice.
Mm-hmm.
But as Sean pointed out, like, yeah, it's the lower seed that matters, not necessarily the logo.
Yep.
So in this instance, it's going to be,
Higher seed.
yeah, higher seed. And I believe that was Canisius.
That is Canisius. That is correct.
Canisius was 14 and 18 out of the MAC MAAC conference.
Mm-hmm.
So Canisius it is.
Yeah. And then we have Akron and Pepperdine.
Okay. We have another MAC school of the different variety. We have Pepperdine, which just is insanely fun to say, I guess, but not really.
Yeah, so lower seed takes this one, and that would
That's
be
going to be Akron.
Akron.
All right, so our other MAC school out of the MAC, Akron was 24 and 11,
Mm-hmm.
and they are moving on.
Yeah, and to finish off this half, we have Vermont and Ryder.
What's going to happen next will be Vermont,
It
Vermont
will be the
Rider.
higher seed, and
I
that
think it's
is
going to be Vermont.
Vermont. So one of the New Jersey schools are knocked.
Yes, thank God.
Yeah, I know.
Vermont out of the America East, 28 and 7 on the year, and made the tournament in real life, only to get bounced by Duke, I think.
Yeah, but we expected that in real life.
True, but we also had Duke and Vermont in our tournament, but in completely different ways, I think.
Yep. All right, on to George Mason and Buffalo.
All right. I mean, we know what we're rooting for here. It's got to be Buffalo.
Oh, yeah.
And will it be Buffalo?
Will it be Buffalo is the real
Am I
question.
am I hoping it's Buffalo?
It is Buffalo.
Am I realizing it's Buffalo? It is Buffalo. So
Yeah.
Buffalo is our second team out of the MAC with 1A, the MAC.
Mm-hmm.
They were 4 and 27,
Mm-hmm.
and another team represented by the Northeast.
Yeah.
So we have Vermont, we have Monmouth, we have Canisius, and we have Buffalo. And then if you really want to get not so particular with it, I guess you could put Akron slightly in the Northeast.
Eh.
And if you're splitting the country into quadrants,
Yeah, but that's a stretch. So,
it's on the other end of Lake Erie. And Lake Erie, like, if Lake Erie is to Buffalo what it is to, I'm making this up. Anyway, holy crap, there's a whole track team running down the trail right now. Anyway,
anyway, on to Notre Dame and Hampton.
Notre Dame, one of the schools I hate, or Hampton, one of the schools I don't know anything about, and assume that it's in Hamptons, but probably isn't.
Yeah, so higher
Oh,
seed
it's in
takes this
Virginia.
one, which is
That'd be
Hampton.
Hampton. All right, so a little bit more fun for me. We get to knock out the ACC's Notre Dame. We get our second team from the CAA, the bottom dweller of the CAA.
Yep.
Hampton is 9 and 24.
Yeah, but it's gonna be two bottom dwellers having at
Matching
it.
up for a chance for the Final Four.
Yeah, it's kind of sad, but hey,
Yeah,
uh,
that'd be great if we just like reshuffled it like NFL playoffs. Just absolutely create chaos like the next year. Not only is it 1 versus 16 to start, but like if the 1 seed moves on, they play like the 15 seed.
yeah. Oh boy. On to UTSA and Oklahoma State.
All right. UTSA or Oklahoma State? Both representing the same region of the country.
Yep. And it will be the lower seed
So
that
it's
takes
gonna
this
be
one,
Oklahoma State.
which is Oklahoma State.
Oklahoma State is 12-20 overall out of the Big 12.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we're lining things up here for a potentially. I mean, I guess UTSA also had a horrible record. But we're lining things up here for a all winners potentially versus all losers in terms of record
Yep.
round of 8.
Yeah. And on to the last matchup we have, which is our only play-in team left, if I'm not mistaken,
Right.
UIC and Tulsa.
It's also a great sentence if you want to be grammatically incorrect. UIC.
Amazing. We're always grammatically incorrect here anyway. And it will be the
UIC.
lower seed, which is correct. It's UIC.
All right, UIC is 12-21 out of the Missouri Valley Conference. So we finished things up in the next round of selection. We have our 8. We have Monmouth, Canisius, Akron,
Akron,
Vermont. We have
Buffalo,
Buffalo,
Hampton.
Hampton, Oklahoma State, and UIC. So we have 2 regions of winning records. We have 2 regions of losing records. And that's just how the wheel works sometimes, is it kind of puts everything together just in a great way like that. So Monmouth, Canisius, Akron, Vermont, Buffalo, Hampton, OK State, and UIC.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, I mean, if we look at it right on the left side of the bracket, we only had one non positive team, and that's Canisius.
Yeah, pretty much.
And on the other side of the bracket, we have all negative teams.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest, I didn't even really notice that Canisius had a losing record for a second there. That really disrupted the trend in my mind, but it was how things were supposed to be, I guess.
Yeah.
So,
And
they are.
yeah, here they are. And as we said previously, next week or next episode, which hopefully will be next week, we're looking to talk some NHL playoffs as that's finally shaping up. Yeah, and a few other things like the baseball season has started. Yankees are off to a good start. That's all I know.
Are they? What's their record? Are they still only 2 losses?
Yeah.
Okay, I was hoping that maybe they had a third loss and then the Pirates were still tied with them. Nope, Yankees are 10-2, Pirates are 9-3.
Yeah.
So yeah, good times for both of us right now.
Yeah, I know, right?
Very much needed right now.
Yeah. So, yeah, sorry for the short episode, but next week look for back to our long form content.
Oh yeah.
Thanks for tuning in, and we'll catch you next time.